I want the truth and nothing but the truth.
What's up everyone, it's your lawyer, Godot, and today I'm going to be giving my final thoughts on JoJo's stand stat speed tiering and on Mista from part 5. Mainly because of the questions and arguments posed against it, and just to make everything crystal clear. If you end up liking this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on to keep seeing my videos. With that out the way, let's get started. Before I talk about the speed tiering, I need to talk about the collab I had with Metas. It was a very good collab that I recommend you all watch because everything that we say in that video is correct in my opinion, but we did make two small mistakes. We talk about like the hangman calc, but we don't show the feat itself, which is an honest mistake on our part. And if you watch my channel, you already know that I've already talked about and shown that feat and calc many times in my previous videos. If anything, me not showing that, like showing it that one time is just ironic. Finally, in the video when I was talking about multipliers, I meant for 2.5 like to be a divided low ball for the the stance like stats, pretty much like the speed tiering. The correct like low ball for scaling up for in speed, of course, should be like a 1.5 times, of course. Once again, if you all watch my channel, you already know I've covered this, right? It was just an honest mistake on my part in that video. Now onto my speed tiering and the argument proposed against it. Quote, your stance speed tiering is arbitrary. I hate this argument because people who say this literally don't know what arbitrary means. So I'm going to give the definition of arbitrary so that we're all on the same page, okay? Alright. Arbitrary. Based on random choice or personal whim rather than any reason or system, okay? Not only do I have a reason for my JoJo stand speed tiering, but I also have a system, okay? So here's the reason. Star Platinum and Silver Cherry, with its armor off of course, are one of the fastest stands in JoJo, and Silver Cherry has the best speed calc / feat I used to scale for Star Platinum. 365 times speed of light was considered a low ball because Silver Cherry's swing was a full swing, not 90 degrees. And since that's a low ball, to then get to the mid ball, I times by 2, which gets us 730 times the speed of light. And with armor off, we know that Silver Cherry gets faster, so I times by 2 again to get 1460 times the speed of light. Star Platinum should scale to Silver Cherry with its armor off in speed because of these 3 reasons. The first is that JoJo says that he can't hold back against Silver Cherry. The second is that before that in general, right, Star Platinum outspeeds Anubis twice when Silver Cherry, with its armor on, couldn't handle him at all. Finally, it's stated many times in the series that Star Platinum is the strongest and fastest stand in the series. Alright, now the system. Stand stats. Stands from JoJo Part 3 to 6 literally scale off each other due to their stand stats. And yes, stands do get blitzed by higher tier stats. Let me provide an example that happens in Part 4, okay? So, the first is what we've got is Star Platinum, A1 speed, right? It blitzed Killer Queen, like no difficulty, alright? That's an A1 speed right there, okay? It blitzed Killer Queen. Now, Crazy Diamond, we're going to go down the list by the way. So Crazy Diamond, non-rage, you have at least have an A2 in speed, at least, okay? It's for this example, at least you have that. I mean, there's evidence for it too. So Crazy Diamond non-rage, right, is way faster than Killer Queen. Josuke even remarked about how slow Killer Queen was, okay? That's an example of A2 in speed. Now we go down, right, and Killer Queen was a B in speed, right? Getting blitzed by these higher tier stands, right? A1, A2, right? Killer Queen blitzed Koichi's Reverb Act 3, no difficulty, okay? And we know for a fact that Reverb Act 3 has a C in speed, okay? Now going by that consistency, right, I refer to my stand speed tier in calcs by simply dividing by 2 until you get to E tier, because it wouldn't make sense to claim that any stand that isn't over 1,000 times the speed of light would numerically scale below that logically with the evidence I provided about consistency, okay? Now, here's the proof that stand stats are a universal collective in JoJo and that they apply to every stand and how they scale off each other consistently. Now, Sticky Fingers in the Grateful Dead. Sticky Fingers has an A in speed while Grateful Dead has an E in speed. Grateful Dead tries grabbing Sticky Fingers, but Sticky Fingers doesn't allow that and swaps hands with Grateful Dead casually. Grateful Dead literally can't touch him, and that's mainly the premises of the fight is don't let him touch you, because he'll just like flash age you basically, just make you an old husk, okay? So the first part of the fight is Grateful Dead literally defending himself and mainly blocking because he can't tag Sticky Fingers. And even when Grateful Dead's aging ability, right, is nerfing, like it's gradually nerfing Sticky Fingers, he still can't hit him and gets boloed. Even Pursuto, right, the user of Grateful Dead, says that Sticky Fingers and Bruno are fast twice. Finally, when Pursuto touches Bruno because of the Grateful Dead nerf that Grateful Dead placed on him, right, Bruno literally just BFRs Pursuto before he can even like age him into an husk, basically. Now, onto this other example, right? Gold Experience and White Album. Gold Experience has an A in speed, while White Album has a C in speed. Gold Experience stopped White Album from like flash freezing Mista's like hand, and he saved Mista when White Album redirected a bullet using his stand ability. Now we're on to 3 more examples of against the same the main villain of just JoJo Part 5, okay? So we have Sticky Fingers, Silver Chariot with his armor on, and Gold Experience up against King Crimson, right? So all have an A in speed, right? But King Crimson has an A1 in speed because he blitzed Silver Chariot with its armor on twice. Even though like Sticky Fingers and Silver Chariot tagged King Crimson once, they were never able to do it again. Plus, even Polnareff said that it's a matter of luck whether you can defend against King Crimson, and that Polnareff only like barely dodged it once. And finally, Gold Experience didn't dodge it at all. He just got slapped. Now, Gold Experience and Green Day, okay? Gold Experience, you already know, has an A in speed, while Green Day has a C in speed. Okay, Gold Experience reacts to Green Day's surprise attack, and he also reacts to Chocolate and Green Day casually again and blitzes them with the famous Muda Barrage. Now on to JoJo Part 6, okay? Even more examples. If this is not proof of consistency, I don't know what to tell you. So, Stone Free has a B in speed, while Goo Goo Dolls has a C in speed. And Stone Free was boloing Goo Goo Dolls, and Goo Goo Dolls literally couldn't get away. It wasn't fast enough. You wanna know why? Because it has a C in speed, while fucking Stone Free has a B in speed. I know, it's crazy. So, Stone Free, now another example, Stone Free and Manhattan Transfer. Stone Free, B in speed, while Manhattan Transfer has literally an E in speed, the worst speed, right? And when Jolene finally faces off against Manhattan Transfer, she literally shits on him, like in blitzes, like no difficulty. Finally, right, we're on to Stone Free and Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters has an A in speed, right? We already know that Stone Free has a B in speed, and Foo Fighters straight up casually just blocks Stone Free's assault and just overwhelms Jolene. Like no diff right there. Now finally onto Mista. People use Mista from Part 5 to say that everyone in Part 5 of JoJo's bullet level in speed and durability, which is a really trash argument, and I'm going to explain why. So if you claim that when Mista's bullets when kicked don't move at the speed of like the stand, right, which is faster than light, I can argue that Mista and his bullets being an anti-feat for other stand users doesn't matter because Mista nearly dies and is at the mercy of his opponents in all of his fights. He never once genuinely outpaces a stand with his bullets. If anything, Mista is an anti-feat for himself and only himself, right, and jobs 90% of his fights. Mista's first fight was against a stand called Kraftwerks. Kraftwerks affixes things in place so that he can create his own momentum using his stand. The user of Kraftwerks literally lets Mista shoot him and casually reacts to Mista's bullets by affixing them in place. The only reason why he lost was because he still had like an affixed bullet in his head and Mista split a bullet using Kraftwerk's own momentum to push the affixed bullet further into the user's head. Mista in his second fight he fights Pesci, and Mista like uses his bullets to shatter a cup filled with ice and water that Pesci was using so that he wouldn't age because of the Grateful Dead. Pesci literally freaks out, is scared and inexperienced in stand battles. Literally Prosciutto grabs Pesci and Pesci gets his fingers shot off because he wasn't paying attention and he was freaking out. Mista in his third fight fights White Album, who also doesn't care about Mista's bullets and lets him shoot at him because his armor and ability protects him. White Album even casually reacts to a redirected bullet like attack from behind by freezing the air around him and redirecting the bullet towards Mista. And because White Album let Mista shoot him, it's the reason why he got injured because Mista shot a big screw into his head. Literally the whole fight, White Album is fine with Mista shooting at him, and he casually reacts to these bullets. even when pressed on a pole. Mista in his fourth fight with Sekko shoots Sekko point blank with his bullets, and Sekko casually just shoots the bullets out of the trajectory by spitting sugar cubes at them. Sekko even dodges the redirected bullets without even needing to look. He literally doesn't care about Mista. Mista in his fifth fight with Green Day, Mista shoots his bullets into the cockpit of a helicopter to find Green Day, but they don't. And his stand, Sex Pistols, right? All the standbys, right? They get blitzed and one-shotted. Giorno has to save the day. Mista in his final fight with Diablo, Mista shoots his bullets at Diablo while Diablo is running away. Okay, keep that in mind. He's running away. He's not even looking. Okay. Now Diablo uses Epitaph to see into the future while thinking about, how to get the arrow from Silver Chariot Requiem, and casually dodges Mista's bullets. He's not even thinking about Mista in his bullets in that current moment because they don't matter to him. Finally, Diablo tries reaching for the arrow, only for Mista to shoot at him. Diablo casually redirects the bullets and even had time to throw a body out of nowhere to intercept the rest of the redirected bullets, going towards the arrow, not towards Diablo himself. So, conclusion? Either you agree that Mista's bullets when redirected travel at the speed of light, or that Mista and his bullets literally don't matter. So, there's strong evidence for both, as provided, and in the end, Mista is trash, and nobody should use him to downplay JoJo Power Scan. Again, this character's trash. It really, if people that use him to downplay, they just don't read the series, in my opinion. No, they read the series, except they don't pay attention. Really, that's my opinion on that. But anyways, that's all I have for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed this video stopping JoJo downplay. And before I go, I would like to give a shout out to two people. One is NND Productions on my JoJo, well, not JoJo, but Johnny and Gyro video for finding Tusk Act 4 calc for me. And the second person who made that calc, which is quote his name, right? But the Banana Workshop. Plus, as I was looking to see if he had more calcs, I saw that he made a post that he saw me in Meta's videos for JoJo's stand speech, right? And he liked it. And it generally makes me happy to see that kind of stuff. We're making waves, boys. Make sure y'all comment down below of what y'all thought of this video. Maybe even give me a video request. Alright, that's all. Peace.